Are you ready to dive into the shocking aftermath of a game that left us all scratching our heads? The Golden State Warriors faced off against the Miami Heat, and let's just say it was a night to forget. With our star player sidelined, the team struggled, but that wasn't the only disappointment. One key player returned to face his former fans, and the performance left a lot to be desired. What happened to the aggressive play we expected? Stay tuned to find out, and if you want to, keep your finger on the pulse of all things Warriors. Hit that subscribe button and give us a like. The Golden State Warriors faced a tough loss against the Miami Heat, and as a passionate fan, it's hard not to feel a mix of frustration and concern. Losing 112-86 without Stephen Curry was tough to swallow, especially with the team's playoff hopes hanging in the balance. The Warriors struggled offensively, shooting just 39.8% from the field and an abysmal 9 of 38 from three-point range. Jonathan Kuminga stepped up with 15 points, but it wasn't enough to counter Miami's onslaught, led by Bam Adebayo and Tyler Herro, who seemingly had their way all night. Now let's talk about Jimmy Butler. This was supposed to be a big night for him, returning to Miami after being traded to the Warriors. He was met with boos from the crowd, and you'd expect a player of his caliber to respond with an aggressive performance. But instead, Butler finished with just 11 points on 4 of 13 shooting, which has left many of us scratching our heads. Stephen A. Smith, in his post-game analysis, expressed his disappointment, saying Butler seemed incredibly passive and just wanted to get through the night. Honestly, I'm torn on this one. Butler has a reputation for showing up in big moments. Just think of playoff Jimmy. We all expected him to rise to the occasion, but he appeared disengaged, and that's alarming. The Warriors need him to be assertive, especially as they navigate a tight playoff race. If Butler can't elevate his game in crucial moments, it raises questions about the team's chances moving forward. This brings us to the broader implications of Butler's performance. The Warriors are in a position where every game counts, and we need our stars to step up, especially with Curry sidelined. The front office's decision to bring Butler into this mix was strategic, but if he's not delivering, it could jeopardize the entire season. As fans, we dream of championship glory, and right now, that dream feels a bit more distant. And you know what? I can't help but wonder if this trade was the right move. Do you think this was the best decision? Honestly, I'm torn. I believe in Butler's talent, but we need him to show up and play like the superstar he is. The Warriors are counting on him to be that difference maker, especially as they head into critical matchups against teams like the New Orleans Pelicans next. As we look ahead, I want to know what you think. Do you believe Butler can bounce back and be the player we know he can be? What are your expectations for the team moving forward? I want to hear your opinions down below. The Golden State Warriors are in a tough spot right now, and as a passionate fan, it's hard not to feel the weight of the situation. After that disheartening 112-86 loss to the Miami Heat, the Warriors currently sit at 41-31, locked in a battle for playoff positioning at number 6 in the Western Conference. But let's be honest, the heart of this team, Stephen Curry, has been sidelined due to a pelvic injury he sustained against the Toronto Raptors on March 20, 2025. Now, I know we all had our fingers crossed that Curry would be back for the game against the Heat. Head coach Steve Kerr seemed hopeful, but ultimately, he had to make a tough call. He mentioned that Curry looked good during workouts, but one last movement left them feeling uneasy. So, they decided to err on the side of caution. I respect that decision. After all, we want Curry healthy for the playoffs, not just rushing him back for a regular season game. But still, it stings to think about what could have been. As we look ahead, there's a glimmer of hope on the horizon. The Warriors are optimistic about Curry's return for the upcoming game against the New Orleans Pelicans on Friday, March 28, 2025. This could be a turning point for the Warriors as they aim to solidify their playoff position. With Curry averaging 26.9 points, 5.1 rebounds, and 4.9 assists per game, not to mention shooting 40.6% from three, his presence is paramount. Just imagine the energy he brings to the court. It's not just about the stats, it's his leadership, his ability to elevate the game of those around him, and the sheer joy he brings to the fans. Watching him play is like witnessing a masterclass in basketball. The Warriors need that spark right now more than ever. With Curry back, the team could regain the momentum they've been missing. But here's where it gets complicated. Do you think this was the best decision? Honestly, I'm torn. While I understand the need for caution, every game counts as we inch closer to the playoffs. The pressure is mounting, and every win is crucial. Yet, risking Curry's health could spell disaster down the line. I get it. We want him at 100% when it matters most. Still, is it possible that holding him out longer could affect the team's chemistry? They've had to adapt, and while players like Klay Thompson and Draymond Green are stepping up, there's no substitute for Curry's unique skill set. The Warriors have been navigating through this challenging stretch, and it's clear that they're missing his ability to create space and hit those clutch shots. I can't help but think of what this season means for us as fans. We've been through the highs and lows together, and it's that connection that makes being a Warriors fan so special. We all want to see this team succeed and make a deep playoff run. Curry's return could be the catalyst that not only boosts the team's performance but also reignites the passion we all share for the game. So, as we await the news of his return, I want to hear from you. What are your expectations for Curry when he comes back? Do you think he'll hit the ground running? Or will there be some rust to shake off? And you, what do you think? I want to hear your opinions down below. Let's engage in this debate together. Your thoughts and insights matter, and they add to the vibrant community of Warriors fans we've built here. Don't forget, staying updated is crucial as we navigate this season. If you're enjoying the content, please like, share, and subscribe to the channel. And don't forget to activate the notification bell to get all the latest updates. We're all in this together, and I can't wait to see how this story unfolds. Go Warriors!